Sirens wail across southern Israel as rocket attacks intensify. The Israeli Prime Minister says his country's military is striking back in the Gaza Strip. Benjamin Netanyahu made the announcement today while visiting Washington. He says Israel will not tolerate the rocket attacks, one of which hit a family's home. Correspondent Wyatt Goolsby has more from the State Department. Good evening, Wyatt.
Good evening, Lauren. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's schedule has been in flux a little bit this afternoon as he attends a security meeting, but we can tell you that he is likely cutting his two-day trip to the United States short so that he can return to Israel. This evening, an Israeli airstrike destroyed a multi-story Hamas building in Gaza City, but Hamas's leader says his group will not surrender and has launched 10 rockets in retaliation. Violent protests near the Gaza-Israel border coming to a head today. A long-range rocket struck this house in central Israel early this morning, wounding 7 people.
This is the real price, and I just paid it, and I nearly lost my family. And if we hadn't have got to the bomb shelter in time, I would now be burying all my family.
Top Israeli officials are blaming Hamas, the Gaza-based Palestinian Islamic fundamentalist group the United States calls a terrorist organization.
Time and again, they're initiating unprovoked attacks on Israeli citizens, villages, homes, and cities.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also condemning Hamas for the attack. In a video statement this morning, Netanyahu said he would meet with President Trump for a few hours before coming back. Netanyahu, who's running for re-election in his country, getting a warm welcome at the White House. President Trump vowed support for Israel in wake of the attack.
The despicable attack this morning demonstrates the significant security challenges that Israel faces every single day.
President Trump also signing a proclamation recognizing Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights, a disputed territory between Israel and Syria. But not everyone agrees with the White House's strong show of support for Israel. A group called Jews United Against Zionism protesting Netanyahu's arrival outside the White House this morning. These rabbis do not believe the state of Israel represents the Jewish people.
We appeal to the president to step back. He's from New York. He knows that the religious community that it's living in was in his backyard are anti-Zionist.
Despite the protests, the Trump administration is giving the state of Israel their full backing. Vice President Mike Pence and former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley both spoke at an AIPAC conference today. That's the American pro-Israel lobbyist group. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is also speaking there tonight. Lauren?
Correspondent Wyatt Goolsby reporting from the State Department. Thank you, Wyatt.